Welcome back. Baker Mayfield's fifth-year option is expected to be picked up by the Browns, according to reports. But that's not a long-term deal. Browns management witnessed Baker leading the team to their best record since 1994, but also saw Jared Goff and Carson Wentz traded this offseason, less than 2 years after receiving massive contracts of their own. So, Marcellus, should the Browns be leery of committing to Baker Mayfield long-term?
Absolutely. I need to see 2 good years consecutively from Baker Mayfield for me to buy into who he is. Look, he did his part last year, but he wasn't the driving force. Like, basically, you're telling me if we build a team around him, Baker Mayfield could carry it. Fine. But I'm not going to invest in that guy heavily because I can find someone else to replace that type of input, that type of production. Baker Mayfield is just capped and inconsistent. It's all good, big dog, because I have to remind you sometime that Baker Mayfield has a lower winning percentage in his first 3 years than Kyle Bowler and Mr. Trubisky. And I'm trying to figure out, is he Mr. Trubisky? Remember Mr. Trubisky had that 1 year that everybody was holding on to, and then now you're just trying to figure out, is he great or not? Baker Mayfield finds himself in that place. Worse completion percentage than Jay Cutler. What? Kyle Allen in his first 3 seasons. Hey, man, you just look at this resume. Y'all talking about overdrafted because of race. How about overdrafted because of resume? You have no Pro Bowls. None? Boy, stop. You can't come to my party. 1 winning season. 1? How many years you been whatever. 1 playoff appearance. And a 23-22 record as a starting quarterback. 24-23 if you include the playoffs. Man, that's treading water. That's barely above 500. That's where he is right now. That's not enough for me to pour some money into him when he's that inconsistent.
Here's the kicker. So what I've learned about life, what I've learned about relationships, what I've learned about all these things is the market dictates your value.
Oh, of course.
So now we have to look at it from the Cleveland Browns perspective. Yeah. What's the Browns market for another quarterback? Because that would dictate Baker Mayfield's value. Okay. So you may be able to get rejected by an A-list actress, if you will, because several other options, a plethora of other options that may somehow, some way exceed Marcellus Wiley. But to the Z-list actress, if we shall, that can't necessarily get any other options. That can't get any other options that can exceed Marcellus Wiley. You better be happy with what you have. Marcellus, I look at the Browns and the history of the Browns. What free agent quarterbacks have they found over the years? Brian Hoyer, Jeff Garcia, Trent Dilfer, Josh McCown, RG3, Jason Campbell, Tyrod Taylor, my guy, Doug Peterson, if we're going back years, Seneca Wallace. So you're not attracting a whole bunch of great quarterback options to go play in Cleveland in free agency. So what's your other option? Draft a quarterback, kind of like you did with Baker Mayfield? Your first round, #1 overall pick, who, but by the way, won 11 games, first time since '94, made the playoffs, first time since 2002, won a playoff game for the first time since '94. If you are only as faithful as your options, which Marcellus has taught me in this
Chris
life,
Rock said it, damn it.
The Browns got to be faithful.
I love the fact that you got this mindset where you let your past failures limit your future moves. Okay, so stay with Baker Mayfield and stay hood rich. Gator booze. He only good in Cleveland. Coming up, Juju wants to stay in Pittsburgh.